Welcome to Jesse Panda 10, and
The Drop Shop Garage.
today, guys, is our 47th weekly update vlog. Wow, we are almost at a year. That is crazy. We say this like every single time now. So I hit 351 subscribers. It's been a while since I've hit any kind of milestone, and 350 is pretty big of a number. And I just hit that. I've got 5 more subscribers than the last time I checked, which was a couple weeks ago because we haven't had the stats. But yeah, I gained 5 subscribers since the last time I checked, which is pretty good. So I made 3 videos this week. The first video was purifying water with a sock. That's when we went and we collected some water. We got it from the house, but we took dirt, we mixed it in, and we purified it through a sock and drank it through the life straw and also boiled it. So if you guys haven't seen that video, you guys should go check it out. It was pretty good. The second video I made was Wakanda Forever Cup. It is a cup for the Black Panther movie, and if you guys have, that movie's gonna come out in like 2 weeks.
Next Thursday.
So next Thursday, and it's just a cool collectible cup that you can get for your drink, and it's just to commemorate for the movie. The third video I made was of Detroit Adventures. This is the coolest video I've made recently. It is where I went with my school. We made a video of going to the DIA, which is an art museum in Detroit. It stands for the Detroit Institute of Arts. And we explored the ofrendas, which are like altars for dead people for Day of the Dead in Mexico. After that, we went to the bakery and
We went to Mexican Town.
Yeah, I was about to say in Mexican Town, the bakery in Mexican Town, and we got food from Mexican Town restaurant. We went with a group of 100 kids from the school, and they served us in this upstairs, and it was really cool because they had really long tables, and it was just huge. Then another important milestone, I got 17.7 thousand views on my popping popcorn video now, which is quite a few views. That's pretty much all of the new things I got. I can talk more about that later.
The last time that we did a vlog, we did it right before we were leaving to go see a movie, and it was yeah, tell them about that.
So the movie that we made in DBAR for Scouting on Air, it is a movie festival movie with ONTV, and we went and saw it at the Oxford 7. It was called Purple Haze. It was about a couple scouts going camping, and we found Bigfoot. I ended up dying somehow in the movie, and you could hear my scream and me at the beginning going to my tent. If you guys want to watch that, I think in my community posts, you can go check that out. I did post the time that I'm in it. I think it's around 47 minutes in.
47?
Yeah.
No.
47 minutes, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say the little movie's only 7 minutes long.
It's about 47 minutes into the hour-long segment.
Which has 8 different movies, yeah. Yep, all of the movies there was a total of 8 movies from other people that wanted to join that film festival, and ours ended up being the very last one. It was only about a 7-minute movie, but it did really, really good. I liked it. And it was really cool seeing it on the big screen, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we got popcorn and some drinks from the Oxford 7. We sat down with the family, and we ended up seeing the entire film festival, which there were a couple really good ones. There was one at the beginning called something Nothings.
Sweet Nothings.
Sweet Nothings. And it was a movie where there was like this girl and a guy, and the girl was crazy and killed him in like a hotel room. It was really cool if you guys wanted to go see it.
I thought that it was the best one of all of them, to be honest.
So there was that one, and then there was the first place winner, which is called like The Office or something. It was like a ripoff of The Office. It was called Overtime, I think.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was called Overtime. It was where there was this guy who got pizza. Like his boss was like, "Oh, go get some pizza. Get a couple slices for yourself." He went, he got, and there was only one left. He got some water, went to his seat, had like a anti-acid pill or whatever for the heartburn from pizza, and then he went like, ugh. And got like, I don't even know, went crazy at his desk, and ended up at like a lake and saw his boss in the sky, and I don't want to ruin the whole thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much explained it.
Yep. For me, this is vlog number 47, so we're almost pretty close to a year.
Yeah.
And as of today, I have 467 subscribers. It's the exact same amount as last week. I didn't gain any or lose any. And then I made 3 videos. The first one, it was from in the summertime, but I just posted it now, and it was Jesse flying a plane. When we went to summer camp over the summer for Boy Scout summer camp, he had a aviation merit badge, and they actually had a whole lesson where they taught him everything about a little like 2-person plane, and then he actually flew the plane for about 20 minutes where he did the whole thing, and I videotaped it and got all the clips together, and I showed you guys Jesse flying a plane. My second video was how to change a movie screen. So there was this theater that needed a brand new screen, and they let me film it, and it was pretty cool. It takes about 10 workers to do it because it's so huge. The movie screen, I didn't know, they weigh 800 pounds. That's how much they weigh, and they cost like $65,000 in case anybody was wondering. And so it gets brought in a semi, and then they carry it in, like about 8 guys, and then it takes about 10 workers to rip down the old screen, put the new one up, and stretch it out.
I got something to say. So what happened was that theater, that some people came in and they took a knife and just put like one cut down the middle of the screen, and just having one cut in the screen means that the entire screen, which is $60,000, is completely useless. And so the movie theater had to buy a completely new screen just because some people decided like, hey, let's cut this screen.
Yep.
So it was crazy that just one little cut in the screen could cause $60,000 of damage.
Yep, and that's horrible because these teenagers, I'm guessing that it's teenagers because I can't imagine a grown person doing that, but they think it's so cool to, oh, let's go in and cut it up, but they're ruining it for the whole neighborhood because that's the movie theater that everybody in the 4 or 5 towns around here goes to. So, I mean, they don't just mess it up for themselves, they mess it up for everybody.
When you're done, I got a couple things.
Yep, and then the third one was our Detroit adventures because when Jesse went on the field trip to Detroit, I was one of the chaperones, so I had to watch 10 kids. So they gave me a list of Jesse and 10 other, I don't know if they're kids, teenagers, I would say teenagers. And
I got something.
they all behaved really, really good. So we went to the DIA, which is the Detroit Institute of Arts. And then after that, we drove down to Mexican Town. I just followed the buses. They were all in the school buses, and I drove behind them. And then, it was really cool at Mexican Town.
Yeah, so what happened when we got to Mexican Town is we had 2 buses full of kids.
100.
It was 100 kids, yeah. And so what they did is they just opened the doors of the bus and they were like, oh, be at the restaurant at noon. It was like
11:30.
11:30, yeah. So 100 kids, teenagers, were allowed to just go all around Mexican Town, just wandering free with no adults or anything. So all of Mexican Town was just full of teenagers.
Yep, I'm sure. I'm sure the stores were really happy because the little stores had like lines of 10 or 15 kids just buying stuff.
So there were a couple of people that got maracas and hats and got all like kitted out. I don't even know what you call it. They got like ponchos. They got
the whole outfit.
The whole outfit.
Yeah, they got a Mexican hat, a Mexican poncho, maracas. Some of the teenagers, I mean, they went all
like
out
spinny
crazy.
Drum thing. I don't know what you call it. It's like a little drum and it's got little beads. You spin it and it makes noise.
We went to the bakery and you spent like $10.
It was like 21 bucks. Yeah, we got like 6 of those little breads with like caramel.
Sugar?
Like sugar. I don't know if it's sugar. It's like
melted
crunchy,
sugar.
Yeah.
And churros.
Those were good.
Yeah, and then we've been to Mexican Town like dozens of times, me and Jesse, but it was the first time that we ate at the one called Mexican Town Restaurant.
Yeah.
And it was really good. It was way bigger inside than I ever imagined. It has 3 floors. Yeah, it's got a regular floor, a middle floor, and upstairs.
With a tippy top. And it was just a big open room with like a ton of tables.
Yep, and they already had pre-made the food, so they were just bringing out trays and trays and trays full of food. It was pretty cool. It was good. The rice was good. The beans were good.
Yep, so that was Tuesday, and then the night before was Halloween. So this week all was really, really good. I went with my friend. We went trick-or-treating. If you haven't seen already, let me get up. I'll show you guys my costume. Like Sunday night, right before Halloween. Luckily they had it. So if you guys see, I've got the astronaut. Yeah, this zips up. I'm like a astronaut.
And it came with a hat.
Yeah, it came with a hat, a NASA hat.
We were very lucky we got it at Halloween.
It's actually the largest size they had, an extra large, and it kind of doesn't even fit. Like if I were to zip this up, it would be choking me out right now.
Well, in case you guys didn't know, Jesse's only a teenager, but he's 6'2".
Yeah, I'm huge.
He's huge.
Yeah, I got a couple of things. Yeah, so when I went trick or treating, we went to my uncle's neighborhood, and it was packed full of hander outers.
Hander outers? You mean houses that were giving out candy?
Yeah, they give. What would you call those people? Not trick or treaters, but the people giving out the candy giver outers.
Sure.
Candy givers. That's weird, but yeah, candy givers. Almost like every house or every other house had candy, and it's really cool because it's like a teenager neighborhood. I don't know what you'd call it, because there were baskets for little kids, and then they had big giant king size candy bars for the teenagers, and yeah, they just let the teenagers get whatever kind of king size candy bar they wanted.
Basically, it was just a rich neighborhood, so they were handing out really good candy.
Yeah.
And here in Michigan, most of the kids, most of the time, they don't even go to their own neighborhoods.
Yeah,
they jump in cars and they're like, let's go to a rich neighborhood, because they think that the rich neighborhoods are going to give you big giant candies, which they did.
Do.
And they gave you big bags of chips and a couple of Bibles.
Yeah, I got a Bible. That was so funny because.
Did you get 2 of them?
No, I got one. I think my friend got one. So we went to one of the first houses, and it came with a packet, and they were like, "Oh, thank you for coming. Here's a Bible." And it's so weird because on Halloween you would never expect to get a Bible. But yeah, they gave out Bibles, they gave out Nutella and breadsticks, they gave out chips, they gave out pretzels.
King size candy bars.
They were handing out cider if you wanted cider, like warm cider. Yeah, they had.
I couldn't believe it because one of the houses he went up to, I just walked with the umbrella and let them do all their own thing. I just wanted to make sure they were safe. But one of the houses that we went up to, they were like, "Would you guys like some cider and donuts?" And I've never been offered cider and donuts, so they were really, really nice. It was a really, really nice neighborhood.
Yeah, so I got my entire school backpack completely full. I just had it on because I had an orange bucket for candy, like a little jack-o'-lantern one. And every couple houses we would go to, it was completely full. So I had to dump it in the backpack, dump it in the backpack.
It was a standard orange bucket that we bought at the Halloween outlet, which is what most kids, use for trick-or-treating. And and he filled it up 3 times.
I think it was the 4th time I was going to dump it in, yeah. So yeah, I got like 4 of those full. My backpack was completely full by the end of it. And I went as an astronaut. My friend went as like a SWAT guy. He had a really cool helmet with like night vision goggles. Yeah, that was really cool. So we went trick-or-treating. That's what we did Monday. Tuesday was the DIA and the field trip. So today we went to the junkyard. That was really cool. I got a couple things to show you guys. So on YouTube, there's some YouTubers that have like a range in their backyard, and they shoot things that you send them. And so I got some seatbelt material, and I thought that I would make something kind of cool and send it to them. And yeah,
you can say the name. It's called Demolition Ranch.
I just didn't know if.
Yeah, we won't get in trouble.
Yeah, I don't think we would. Okay, so you got Demolition Ranch, which is this guy on YouTube. Makes videos where he shoots things, and his viewers send him things all the time. And I was thinking that we could make a seatbelt body armor and send it to him. Cool.
That was Jesse's idea, not
that was my idea. So it's seatbelt, which is pretty much like Kevlar. It's very, very thick, not thick, but very strong. You can use it for a ton of different things, and just by itself, it's almost hard to cut through. And if you have 3 or 4 of these stacked up on each other or more, then it would definitely, I think, be bulletproof. Yeah,
that's what the police officers, when they wear the safety vests, they're made out of Kevlar, and Kevlar is the exact same thing as a seatbelt from a car. And we go to the junkyard for fun. Disclaimer, that was 100% his idea about the seatbelt thing. But I go to the junkyard for fun, me and Jesse, and we look at like cars, and we look at emblems.
Yeah, we get emblems. So I made a video as well today of how to remove the emblem from a Mercedes-Benz. There's 3 little plastic hooks, little bolts in the back that are made of plastic, and all you have to do is take a hammer and screwdriver and pound it in and break them.
Yep, they're really cool because I told them that when we were kids, everybody had a Cadillac emblem. They would use it for their keychains. they would clip it on their zipper to their coat. And if you had a Mercedes one, that was super cool because Mercedes is obviously way more expensive than a Cadillac. So all the times we've been to the junkyard recently, me and Jesse, he's got a collection of all of them. He has a whole bunch of Cadillac ones. He has Mercedes,
Lincoln hood ornament.
Lincoln, all the expensive ones from every brand. So from Cadillac was from GM, Lincoln is from Ford. You've got a bunch of 300 from Chrysler, and then the import is Mercedes. So we made
the top of the line.
a really cool video. He was showing you how to get the emblem, and then he made I was the cameraman, but he made another video of the Mercedes because it was in really good condition. It was a white Mercedes 4-door with leather interior, and the car was perfect except that it must have rear-ended somebody because the front was all crushed up.
Yep. Let me see. I'm sure I have some other stuff.
And usually when we go to the junkyard, I'll try to find a couple of old classic cars and then I'll make some videos for you guys. But today there wasn't any. I don't know what happened. There was no old classic cars. I didn't make any video because it wasn't that I didn't want to. I wanted to make some, but there was just nothing. There was nothing interesting. We walked through the whole entire junkyard for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just fun, having fun.
Ooh,
yep, Jesse's kicking the camera.
No, I didn't kick the camera, it's the floor because it's on carpet.
Yep, so that's about it for me. I didn't have much to say because every single thing that he did, I was right there with him. We went trick-or-treating, we went to Detroit, we went everywhere, to the junkyard. Do you have a joke for these guys?
Yeah, just real quick. I noticed that it got dark. That's because the sun was up and we have a window right there and it got kind of dark.
Yep.
Sorry about the camera quality right now.
Yep, we're in the little off-grid cabin and we're just going by the daylight. So I open up the little blind and sometimes it's really bright like our other vlogs, and then right now it's getting really dark. It's
because we don't have the ring light in here.
Yep, 5:30.
Yep, so I do have a joke. So, what do you call a nose with no body?
What do you call a nose with no body?
Nobody knows.
Oh, wow, that's actually pretty good.
Wow.
So yeah, guys, this is the Drop Shop Garage.
And just
Jesse Panda 10. If there's any subscribers out there that are watching this and you haven't subscribed,
I don't think they would be subscribers. So if there's any viewers out there that haven't subscribed, please subscribe because it really helps us out. It's completely free. All you have to do is press the little red subscribe button down underneath the video. It's completely free. You don't have to sign up. You do have to sign up, but you don't have to like pay or anything.
Nope.
And it helps us out a lot. You can also hit the little thumbs up button, and that just means that you like the video. So if we get a lot of likes, that lets us know that you guys like the video. And please subscribe.
Subscribe, comment, hit the like button.
Yeah.
We're both trying to gain more subscribers. You know, we don't have very many. Mine's 467 and he's got 350. The goal is to get to at least 1,000. 1,000 is the minimum that we would like to get to. So yeah, it's completely free. Just hit the subscribe button. And this is the Drop Shop Garage
and Jesse Panda
10. And then together we also have a third channel called Prepping for Survival. And he forgot to mention that we made like 2 or 3 videos on that one.
Yep. So I think one of the ones was where I was straining out the water with the sock.
Yep, one was the boiling water, one was the a whole bunch of them because we've made a bunch. So yep. Well, I hope you guys have a really good day. I hope everything goes really good for you. Sorry that it's getting kind of dark. We'll make sure that in the future we make him back in his room again with the ring light and everything. It's just kind of dark.
Yeah.
And here in Michigan, I mean, it's horrible, guys. It's only 6:30 and it's already getting dark. And then this weekend, if you guys didn't know, we have to move the clocks forward. So that means at like 5 o'clock, it's going to be pitch dark. So that means when I go to work, pick them up from school, and by the time we eat something and come home, it's going to be dark. So that's Michigan.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys like the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will catch you guys on the next one.
Goodbye.